Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I'll continue the talk on the release stream. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Today we will talk about another specific release dream theme and how to analyze them for yourself. Today, let's look at another two common release dreams, the one where you're laughing or crying in your dreams, and angry dreams. Let's start with laughing dreams and crying dreams first. Have you ever awakened giggling and laughing your head off from a dream? Any silly or funny action in a dream can cause you to wake up filled with laughter. What a wonderful way to greet a new day. Then there are the dreams that wet your pillow, dreams from which you awaken feeling very deeply saddened. Scenes of reuniting with or losing once again loved ones who have died, or dreams of separation from an abandonment by people you love in your waking life. These dreams can lead you to greet the day with tears in your eyes. The intensity of emotions that we are capable of feeling in our dreams is really remarkable. Many people have said that laughing dreams, where you wake up laughing from a fun, light-hearted dream that helped break the spell of a sad mood that may have lasted for weeks. Very often these people have been able to use the gaiety from the dream to infuse the day with a new levity, which can come as a great respite if the person has been coping with a recent loss or trauma very well. Crying dreams, on the other hand, usually express a depth of sadness of which the dreamer had been unaware of, which they had been unable to cope with. Exploring the meaning of these dreams can help the dreamer confront repressed or inadequately understood feelings in order to work through them and thus alleviate them. If we keep in mind that dreams tell us how we really feel and what we really think, we can use these dreams to help us change our moods and heal our hurts. In our first example, we have a woman that dreamt that she saw her puppy, Maisie, playing with a ball, jumping up and down and acting generally silly. I don't know what it was about, what the dream was about, says Maisie, but she was struck. It just struck her as being funny. She woke feeling absolutely wonderful. When this woman analyzed her dream, she said that this dream came at a very stressful time in her life. She was involved with a lawsuit. Her father was ill, and her marriage wasn't going very well. She said that the dream didn't comfort her about any of those issues, but rather reminded her that in the spirit of it all, she could laugh. It showed her she could remember the playfulness even in isolated areas, such as playing with her dog, helped her beat the pain and discomfort of this period of her life. In our next example, we have a man that dreamt that he saw his beloved deceased wife walk up to him and give him a loving embrace. He broke down and burst into tears and awoke. When this man analyzed his dream, he said that he felt that this dream had opened his heart again. He had prematurely terminated his mourning for his wife by sealing off some of the feelings in his heart. While this dream was very sad for him, he understood that the dream served the important function of helping him to face his pain, to bear it, and so to live more fully without numbing himself. Eventually, he would feel not only less pain, but also more pleasure in his life. To help you analyze your laughing dreams and crying dreams, ask yourself these questions. 1. Describe the situation about which you're laughing or crying in the dream. Exaggerate the feelings, amplify them, and then describe them. 2. Where in your life, if you are really honest with yourself, would you say you feel the way you feel in the dream? 3. If you were laughing, why do you think you might have a dream of breaking into laughter at this point in your life? 4. Why do you think that you had a crying dream at this time? Do you have unfinished grieving or mourning to do? Are you willing to bear the pain of going through this natural process? 5. If you think that crying in your dream is chronic and is the symptom of depression, why not call a psychiatrist and have it checked out? Next, we come to angry dreams. In these dreams, you might tell a horrible person that you're really angry with them in your waking life. You tell them off. Didn't it feel good to get that anger off your chest in the dream? We are often very surprised to find ourselves angry in a dream, but dreams may be our first clue that we are repressing feelings of irritation, anger, and hurt. Angry dreams can be very refreshing, and of course, they can also be very painful. Let's go over the refreshing ones first. Dreams provide us a forum for expressing our feelings fully. Sometimes we take advantage of the opportunity by telling our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors, our bosses, our parents, our lovers, or our partners just how angry we are with them and how we're not going to put up with certain behaviors anymore. We let them know how much they have hurt us and how offended we are. It's amazing how eloquently angry we can be in our sleep and how refreshed and relieved we can feel after such a dream. At times, of course, this expression of anger is tied to a great deal of pain. Women in particular, both in waking and in sleeping, may find it difficult to be angry, with also crying. Of course, both sexes have dreams in which anger is just a first layer, and underneath it lies buried hurt. We can get to the hurt in dreams sometimes by telling someone off, by being very angry, and by saying what we are angry about in the waking state, in an almost directly literal sense. Then we may end the dream by feeling sad because the very thing that made us so angry also hurt our feelings. Most modern dream analysts fully appreciate that one of the functions of dreaming is to allow people to feel and express intense emotions. Since anger is a feeling many of us are uncomfortable expressing while awake, dreams can serve a compensatory function of allowing us to get it off our chests. The particular details of the dream will signal to the dreamer exactly which areas of life they are contending with in the dream. In our first example, we have a woman that dreamt that her very difficult and selfish neighbor had left his trash in her yard. She confronted him, saying, "How dare you, you inconsiderate, selfish brute!" Her neighbor acted as if he had no idea what she was talking about. She went on angrily that, "You have the gall to deny that you left your trash all over my yard. Look at it. It's got your name on it. I'm sick and tired of your denial and your acting as if you're innocent." She slapped him across the face in the dream and twisted his arm behind his back in the dream. She woke up feeling wonderful and quite superior. When this woman analyzed her dream, she found that it was true that she was very angry with her difficult neighbor, but he never actually had strewn trash across her yard. So she thought the dream might be metaphorical, and she questioned herself about this. First, she asked herself to describe her neighbor and his behavior. She described him as a selfish narcissist, inconsiderate oaf, who thought of himself as a kindly, often misunderstood middle-aged man. When she asked herself if this description reminded her of anyone in her life, she knew immediately that it reminded her very much of her husband and of his denial of responsibility for the difficulties in their marriage. She was shocked by her violence and vehemence of her anger in the dream. She also felt that her husband had indeed taken the trash of his own emotional life and spread it all over her life. She now thought it was time for him to clean up his own mess and grow up. In our next example, we have a woman that had this dream the night after learning that her husband was having an affair. In her dream, her husband and her were in bed. He was sleeping and she woke him up. She sat him up in bed and proceeded to scream at the top of her lungs and tell him what a dishonest, untrustworthy, scheming, conniving, low-down, worm-ridden, maggot-infested person that she thought he was. In the dream, he was shocked. The woman woke up after her husband was sleeping beside her, and guess what? She actually woke him up and gave him a lively replay of her dream. Afterwards, she felt a lot better because the night before, when she had found out about the affair, she was so shocked she couldn't even talk to him about it. To help you analyze your dreams about anger, ask yourself these questions. 1. Describe what you're angry about in the dream. Find 3 or 4 adjectives to describe how it feels to be angry in this particular way. 2. Describe the person at whom you're angry in the dream. Not the name of the person, but rather the person's qualities. 3. Does this description remind you of anyone in your life, or does it perfectly fit the person pictured in the dream? 4. How so? Elaborate, to be sure you've got a good match. 5. Does the dream help you become more aware of stifled feelings of anger? 6. Are there tears underneath this anger? 7. What do you want to do about the anger you feel? I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.